Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And a wonderful surprise for all of you tonight. We're sitting along courtside with legendary Kobe Bryant. Kobe, thanks for joining us.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of the team.
You're still a fan, aren't you, even though you're retired?
100%.
This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
The team only had itself on its bandwagon early, but here they are taking care of business because they had the confidence to know they could get it done.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Holiday in at the 3 slot. Now here is Holiday, stolen by McGee. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Done outside. Ingram against Levine. And stolen by James. Stolen by Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And, you know, Kevin, what I like there from Levine, attacking, finishing strong, playing with a purpose. That's good to see.
Well, Kobe, you're known as one of the greatest Lakers of all time. I know you feel there are a lot of guys in that first line of the sentence, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Guys that I've watched growing up. I mean, listen, I go all the way back to the days of Pollard and Mike Ginn, and I've watched them all.
Talk about bringing the heat, the thunder, and the lightning on that pound.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Taken away by Holiday. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, you see the fantastic size for a point. Dunn going 6'4", 220. Not easy to contest inside.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball kicks to James. Jacks up a 3. Los Angeles keeping it alive. Fresh 24. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the second free throw, good. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Levine against Ingram. Pass to Dunn. Levine feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. McGee with the block. Ball kicks to Ingram. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Dunn passes to Carter. Markkanen against Kuzma. And again, Chicago. No good. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Dave?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Levine dishes to Carter. And Holiday kicks to Levine. Ingram with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And James throws it down.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Bulls trail by 9. Kobe, are so decorated in every way individually and as a teammate with the 5 championships. Of all the things, the all-star games, the all-defense, all the individual things you've accomplished, what is the one thing you might cherish? And you may have alluded to it with the championships, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but at the end of the day, is that the one thing above everything else that you covet?
No, you know, I fact that I can look in the mirror and honestly say I gave everything to the game.
And that was obvious.
That's the thing, right? You don't want to feel like you've left anything on the table. There's no stone left unturned. I gave everything to the game that I possibly could. That, to me, is the biggest accomplishment.
What a feeling.
Yeah.
Just 2 to shoot.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The shot's good from McGee.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
You're exactly right. Halting the other team's run momentarily. Let's see what he comes up with now, Greg.
Hard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee.
Now, let's take a quick look at the numbers for Zach LaVine. Averaging about 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Markkanen kicks to Carter. On the wing, LaVine. And it's done in the corner. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist.
Well, you got to put some pressure on Dunn when he's squaring up from outside, because this guy is an exceptional scorer.
Passes it to Kuzma. Here's Hart. Back to Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. Hart the pass to Kuzma. Down low. LeBron, good. LeBron's got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
So it's Chicago now, trailing by 10. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
For sure. Agree with you there. They just didn't have it. Seemed like they were a step behind and out of sync.
Kobe, in other sports, I mean, people always admired the mind of Peyton Manning playing in the NFL. Tom Brady, the way he thinks the game through. I compare you to that. Did you have that same kind of fascination in other sports with the great players that were similar to you in basketball?
Yeah, we used to get together. I remember the first time I met Peyton was at an Orlando Magic game, 99. He came in the locker room. We were just getting started. So I was just asking him questions about his process and stuff. And he started going to, like, mock cover 2 and and I was like, and he went on for like a good 5 minutes. When he was done, I said, Peyton, I don't understand anything you just said, right? But he spoke at a level of detail that was beyond fascinating.
You were impressed by that?
Yes, which then leads to more questions. Like Tom and I talk often about that stuff too, and how much we love the game, how much we love the process and the attention to every little detail. It's fun to be around, no matter the industry.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Look at Toronto. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Bulls just way behind.
And for Chicago, they've had their chances to kind of separate themselves from the pack this season, but so far they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Hey, they're amongst a big group fighting for the bottom few playoff seeds, and that's going to continue all the way through the end of the season. I think they'll get in, but it won't be easy.
Pass to Kuzma, over Carter, and Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by James.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Ingram against LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Markkanen can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 7. The pass to Hart. Carter pulls it in. And so Holiday will bring it up for Chicago. And Kobe, I know you've spent a fair amount of time watching video and scouting your opponents. How would your film change from regular season to say, the playoffs?
I had more time to prepare in the postseason, so I can watch more film and really focus on the entire package of the team that we're facing.
Not just the guy that's defending you?
No, not just the guy that's defending me.
All of it.
But all of it,
right?
How do they play us defensively as a team? How do they play us individually? How do we need to play them as a team? How do we need to play them individually? Start looking at kind of the grand scheme of things. In a regular season, most of these film sessions, for me at least anyway, took place on the plane. Right, in between games. So when I get to the hotel, I can rest generally.
Chicago calls timeout, and this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And in their 2 matchups last season, they came up empty both times. Not really too shocking when you see how they fared overall.
Exactly. I mean, when you lose as much as they did last year, you'll get beat by teams that aren't playoff powers for sure.
Some changes for the Lakers. Beasley comes in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ingram. Valentine wide open, he fires, and the Bulls with another miss.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
With some arc, pulls up on the elbow, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Arcidiacono to the paint. Here's Lopez, and the rejection by James. Bucket is good. Here's Ball. He kicks to Beasley. James outside. Misses the 3.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Outside Portis. 6 to shoot. High, arcing shot, and there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, but at least he's getting after it on the backboard, but got a little carried away on that one.
Well, he knew he was going to get called for that one. I mean, that was simple. You can't use the guy in front of you as a stepping stool.
Portis kicks to Arcidiacono. Pass to Valentine. Three-pointer on the way.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Parker finds Lopez. Back to Parker. And for those of us who have never played at this level, it must be a thrill to contend against the best in the world. But also with that comes a lot of pressure. How do you handle the balance between enjoying the game and the pressure that's on you in the game?
I've never felt pressure. I'm not really sure what that is. I mean, you'll have moments where you'll make game-winning shots, and it's fantastic.
Never nervous.
No. There are times where you'll miss it, and then people won't like you very much. But then the next game, you hit a game winner, and everybody loves you. And then you miss the next one, and everybody don't like you again. Right? So why would I stress out over quote-unquote pressure? It doesn't make any sense to me.
How about the responsibility to your teammates and to your own built-in pressures to perform like Kobe Bryant?
Even that, right? Yeah. Even that. There'll be games where you make them, and your teammates are thanking you for it. Times when you miss it, and your teammates are like, dang, man, you got to do better, right? So it's ebbs and flows all the time. And internally, I just do what I practice. So there's no reason for me to be nervous or apprehensive because I've done this shot thousands and thousands and thousands of times. I just have to do it one more time.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Tyson Chandler is checked in for the Lakers. Rondo comes in for Lonzo Ball.
Tyson Chandler.
Bulls on D. It's a 10-point game. Rondo banked in off the glass.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Valentine. Floats one up, and that one's good. Arcidiacono. Arcidiacono's got his second bucket tonight.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Beasley outside. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Rondo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Caldwell-Pope outside. Rondo with the ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. From past the arc. And shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Rondo. And that one's good. Parker.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. Passes it to Hart. Back to Beasley. From outside the arc. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense, on every possession.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Chicago right now, we've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Parker. Robin Lopez out there with Valentine. And it's Arcidiacono in at the point. And the dunk by Chandler.
Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal, has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Bulls trail by 9. And Kobe, you've made no apologies throughout your career about being a scorer, but how do you strike that balance between getting buckets and keeping your teammates involved?
Well, it's a thin line, especially for scorers, because when you're locked into that mentality, it's very easy. It's almost like a racehorse. You're racing with blinders on. You don't see anything else. You have one focus, right? And so it becomes a matter of trying to understand when to attack throughout the course of the game. For the first 3 quarters, maybe I'll lay back. But maybe even it's just the first quarter, then close out the first half strong. So you go into halftime with some momentum. But then at the end of the game, that's when you put the blinders back on and you really race for that finish line. And so everything in between just becomes a matter of setting up the pieces so that then you can close the game out the right way. So that's how I thought about it.
And I can sense by the way you described this that you had to know your teammates' game as well as your own game.
Well, yeah, you got to know how they're feeling going into the game.
Yeah.
Right? Does Pau Gasol have its know? How's Elo feeling tonight? Right? You got to be able to measure those things. And, if you feel like the team's going to get off to somewhat of a sluggish start, that's when you kick it into high gear immediately. Right? And so it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's more so being able to spend the time with your teammates and talk to them. And that'll help you gauge a little bit better.
Kicks it to Ingram. Kuzma inside. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Over to the left wing. Parker finds Lopez. Tipped away. Pass to Valentine. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Kuzma. No good off the back of the rim.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Ingram outside. And the pass to Kuzma. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean, knocking down a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Well, Kobe, you played your entire career with the Los Angeles Lakers. Was there any point during that span where it looked like you might be playing someplace else?
Oh, yeah. It was, I think it was after the 06 season.
Chicago.
Going to 07, it was Chicago was an option.
Yes.
They thought about dealing me to Detroit. That was another option. And I was really frustrated because at that time, we had trades that were available that they never pulled the trigger on. And I came to find out that, well, we just want to keep the cap as low as we can, have Kobe put on these stellar individual performances, generate massive amounts of revenue. And I wasn't okay with that.
You want championships.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was like, listen, Shaq left, the challenge was issued of can I win a championship without this man? And come hella high water, I'm going to get this thing done. Right? So,
and you did.
Yeah. You either got to get on or get out the way.
Levine can't hit.
You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
Dunn dishes to Carter. And Holiday kicks to Dunn. Back to Holiday. Carter outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. From the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And Holiday kicks to Carter. Dunn passes to Markkanen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Markkanen's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Levine against Caldwell-Pope. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. James checked in for Chandler. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And stolen by Kuzma. James with a deep 3. The Lakers rebound. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Down by 15. Inside, Carter, the pass to Dunn. Levine against Caldwell-Pope. Clock at 6. Back to Dunn. There's the dish to Markkanen. Shoots over Kuzma. And the Bulls with another miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Kobe, I know you made a habit of studying those players who came before you, watching tape. If you could give one example of a move or a shot that inspired you by watching footage and how you were able to implement it in your game.
Oscar Robertson's baseline fall away.
Which was, I think that's Kobe Bryant's baseline fall away.
Yeah, I mean, because he had great size, so that he would use his body and put his body on smaller players, just take them down to the baseline, and then raise over top of them and shoot. And that's something I use quite a bit.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
With great effect. With great effect.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And so it's the Lakers with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. Carter kicks to Dunn. Lets it go from 11. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Dunn's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Poked away, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. He's getting around 8 points a game, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Pope loose. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And let's take a look at the story on Chris Dunn. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 4th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Ingram passes to LeBron. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
LeBron against Carter. He kicks it to Markkanen. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Carter. Over James. And it's Carter missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Outside, Levine. Dishes it to Markkanen. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand and glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
And he nails the 3rd.
Boy, I tell you what, like how cool and collected he was getting the job done at the line in this one.
Ball against Dunn. Fires from deep. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Kuzma's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Lakers. Bulls trail by 10. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. He dishes it to Levine. Pass to Dunn. Right side Holiday. Pass to Carter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Warriors. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out the Lakers, 2 spots down.
You know, for Los Angeles, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. Ingram against Parker. Shoots. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Arcidiacono kicks to Lopez. Outside Portis. Here's Arcidiacono. 6 points for him. It's deflected.
Ball size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
Well, Kobe, I know you can't stay any longer, but I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of our fans watching and playing the game tonight. Always a pleasure to have you drop by our broadcast.
No, thank you for having me, man, and anytime.
There he is, the legendary Kobe Bryant. And you know, Clark, thinking back on Kobe's legacy to the Lakers and how great of an impact he had in that team, very few players have that kind of relationship with a franchise.
And you know, Kevin, with free agency, it's getting more and more rare for a player to spend their entire career with one team as Kobe did with the Lakers. I have a special place in my heart for those kind of guys, a one franchise superstar. And not to begrudge guys for going elsewhere and playing for multiple teams, but it does certainly make it a little more special when you see guys the ilk of Kobe play with only one team.
And that one's good. Parker.
And I like the energy, the effervescence that Parker plays with, not resting after receiving the pass, just going right up with it.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ball, the pass to Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 15. Arcidiacono kicks to Parker. The pass to Arcidiacono. Bounce pass, Lopez. Yeah. Here's Arcidiacono. 6 points for him. First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here is LeBron. Lets the three fly. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is Bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A big night so far for Kyle Kuzma. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that wraps up the...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Brandon Ingram's out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's LeBron in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championships, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA Buckeye.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
Pass to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Shoots from 14. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Ingram on the wing. Passes it to James. Kuzma kicks to Ingram. From downtown, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Bulls trail by 19. Levine passes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Poked loose. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Bucket is good.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Well, in case anybody doubted it, the Lakers are still a premier destination for free agents. I mean, L.A. is L.A. Historically, the Lakers have done a good job making the most of the attraction of playing in L.A.
Dunn looking over the floor. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And he makes that one. And the Lakers will seemingly always be a player in free agency.
Well, I think a big part of it is the appeal of the city and the glamour that comes with being in L.A., and not to mention the historical greatness of the franchise. I mean, the Lakers are a unique organization, not just in the NBA, but I think in all of sports.
Looking now at some numbers for McGee. Over the last month, getting it done. He's getting around 8 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Kuzma kicks to LeBron. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Up top, Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Second chance shot, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
The know-how that Ingram has. I mean, well aware that the defense is going to hack him in these situations, he just stays the course.
Both shots good from the stripe. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Carter outside. And Holiday kicks to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Dunn shot's good.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid and a little less robotic.
Tipped away. Lays it up and banks it in. Dunn's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Lakers leading by 16. Ball kicks to Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really, guys, I can't put a ceiling on Ingram. I mean, with his length and his shooting stroke and work ethic, this is a guy who I think has the potential to be truly great.
And not doing very well at the line in this half. Percentage has dropped all the way down to below 60.
Back to Levine, and stolen by LeBron. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's McGee. Pass to Kuzma. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Count that one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Markkanen kicks to Carter. The pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, it's Levine. Over Ingram. Levine can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 19. Ingram attacking. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
And the speed of Ingram is not easy to keep up with. I mean, just blowing by whoever dares to try to stop him.
Back to Dunn. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Lakers, number 1.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Ingram passes to LeBron. And James throws it down.
And you got to stay in front of James. Effective at getting around the defense when he's driving.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. To the paint. Here's Levine. Shoots over Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
You know what you like about LaVine? He just keeps improving, keeps getting better, a little more strength and focus, and we're talking potentially an all-star.
Here's Ball. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Arcidiacono got that one up quick. Arcidiacono's got 10 points. Lakers leading by 19 points. Now here's James. He's got 17. Pass to Kuzma. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Kuzma's got 7 now in this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Levine kicks to Parker. Pass to Portis. It's good. Portis has got his first bucket of the night.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Pass to Kuzma. Ingram outside. And the pass to McGee. Levine against Ingram. Pass to Ball. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 5.
You got to be composed when you go inside, knowing that you're going to have some contact and resistance facing you. Ball unafraid to get it deep inside.
Levine against Ingram. Out to Parker. A floater. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kuzma inside. And he banks in the layup. Kuzma's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Holiday kicks to Portis. Parker outside. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, I like the bounce, the elevation that Parker gives you on that mid-range jump shot. Defenses can't really get to it, and that's why he's so successful with it.
Timeout called the Lakers. Clark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Josh Hart comes in for LeBron. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Arcidiacono, the pass to Lopez. Knocked loose. Ingram comes with the double team. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. Beasley's checked in for the Lakers.
Michael Beasley.
Here's Arcidiacono. 10 points for him. Passes it to Parker. Shot clock at 5. Valentine dishes to Lopez. Beyond the arc. The shot by Valentine, no good. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Beasley. And stolen by Valentine. Parker with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Parker's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Took him no time at all on that one. Hart's got 10.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And, you know, Greg, it's hard to ask for much more than that because they're getting to their spots and they're knocking down the shots.
Arcidiacono kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 5. Ingram with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Hart. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Chicago has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Arcidiacono. He's covered by Rondo. Arcidiacono, the pass to Parker. Down low to end the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Denzel Valentine, another tough, high IQ player, Greg, out of Michigan State.
Yeah, 4-year player for the Spartans. He knows how to play the game of basketball and has the versatility to impact the game in a variety of ways.
Rondo finds Chandler. Yep, that one goes in there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Parker. And again, Chicago. No good. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better at, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Here's Parker, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Boy, at 250 lbs, Parker loves doing work inside, and because of his aggressiveness, he gets to the line an awful lot.
And he's good on the second. Now Rondo. The steal, and so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
That's a great first quarter. Keep that up. Keep moving the ball. Keep getting after him on defense. Let's not have a let-up now.
I love how he was giving his guys, GA, the credit they deserve.
Now the coach wants to see the same energy and production for the rest of the game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got Robin Lopez, Valentine out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Payne, and it's Hutchinson in at the shooting guard position. Payne kicks to Parker. It's deflected. Fires from the wing, and that one goes long. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Stevenson. Hutchison with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Zubac, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Chicago's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Payne dishes to Parker. Kicks to Valentine. To the wing on the left. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Mark, these days, less emphasis on divisional rivalries, more emphasis, it seems, on conference rivalries. You reading that the same way?
Yeah, I am, and I think part of it is because winning your division doesn't necessarily affect your playoff seeding the way it used to. And I think if we get rid of conferences, the rivalries could shift again. So I've already laid out my position on conferences. Let's stay East and West.
Parker kicks to Payne. And the rejection by Zubac. And it goes down 2 points. Here's Rondo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now here's Valentine. Defense is right there. Payne looking around. Valentine kicks to Parker. And good that time.
And, you know, when Parker finds his comfort zone now, he catches fire rapidly. And the defense really has no answer for him in that case.
To the left side wing. A 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one. from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Payne passes to Parker. Payne kicks to Valentine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Misses the jumper. Rondo finds Stevenson inside. Now here's Zubats. Lopez with the steal. Parker dishes to Payne. You know, there's always this debate, Clark. Could the best teams 20 years ago beat the best teams of today?
I think there would be some compelling matchups, and I think you would find winners on both sides from different eras. I really do. It's hard to compare just because of the difference in eras and periods, but really good championship teams typically could handle most teams in the current era. I believe that in all sports. So compelling matchups, and I do think some teams from a couple of decades ago could handle some of the teams that we see winning championships now.
The Bulls making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in. Parker outside. There's the pass to Blakeney. Over Stevenson. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Good work there as it goes.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Blakeney. Over Stevenson. Blakeney misses. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Mikhailuk, basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And here are the Bulls now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Parker against Beasley. Parker drives in. Stolen by Zubats. And it's the Lakers on the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Parker with it. Pass to Hutchison. 5 to shoot. Pulls up. And the Bulls with another miss.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Parker passes to Hutchison. Payne in the post. He's covered by Rondo. An even 3-on-3 break. Stevenson inside the three-point line. The offensive rebound. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. On free throw coming up.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Passes it to Hutchison to the middle. And he lays in the alley-oop.
You can trust Parker to take good, high-quality shots when he has the ball. I mean, he's really good at getting what he wants and creating space for the shot he wants.
Stevenson right side. It doesn't go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the middle. Here's Hutchison. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be Lance Stevenson. Bulls making a switch here. Arcidiacono's checked in. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
And the basket by Hutchison. Hutchinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Back to Caldwell-Pope. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell-Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Hutchison passes to Parker. Here's Hutchison. He's guarded by Stevenson. That's a 2 from Parker. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly. You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. It needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Valentine's checked in for Chicago. And the basket by Blakeney.
And, you know, with passes like that, you can see the potential Parker has. I mean, he's a team-first guy who loves passing the ball.
Stevenson outside. Clark, we know of your involvement with college basketball, calling the Final Four. College teams occasionally change conferences here in the NBA. There's talk of eliminating conferences altogether.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a bit of a traditionalist here. I'm open to change, but I think there would need to be more rationale behind the change than what I've heard or read. So I think keeping it the way it is fine. So that tradition aspect of it is what I'm hanging my hat on. Anytime you try to manipulate matchups, though, to me, is walking down the wrong road. So, in my opinion, we should stay with the conferences for now.
I like that. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Yeah, that's just outstanding focus on these hard finishes. I mean, Caldwell-Pope fighting the score through contact and making it happen.
Chicago has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Beasley with the steal.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Out to the right wing, Mikhailuk. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
And knocking down a bunch of them, too. Outstanding shooting in this fourth quarter.
Here's Blakeney. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he sinks the second. Clark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there. But the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Stevenson. He kicks to Beasley. Back to Stevenson. And And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
When Lance Stevenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there. And Lance Stevenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-1 run.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a two-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for LeBron.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And he makes the first.
The exceptional Parker will only continue to get better over time. I mean, he has tremendous drive to be one of the all-time greats.
And it's the Lakers' ball. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stevenson outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Big time. I mean, it's amazing. Their crowd letting them hear it, and that's always inspiring. They want to see this thing get wrapped up.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Hutchison. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Rebound the Lakers. Beasley outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.